So we're gonna go back to the spreadsheet. Everybody on the spreadsheet?
Yep.
So I'm going to show you, this is my holy grail of this Excel spreadsheet. This is the thing that, probably takes me the most time, but I think is the most valuable. Go all the way to the beginning. So if you hit that, there's a kind of error bar here. I want you to go not to the main page, but to homeVaway. Everybody got that?
Yep.
Okay, what do you think? Oh, let me make this bigger. What do you think this is? Any guesses?
Points.
They're divided in red and to blue. What do you think?
Home and away.
They're home and away, yep. So red is home when that team played at home, and blue is when they played away. And this is the entire season so far. Well, actually, we're missing...
3 weeks.
Yeah, we're actually missing next week. And we're missing week 4. I was in England then, so I didn't do this. So actually, on L, put 11, 12, put a 13. Forgot to put that, I'm sorry.
On L?
Yeah, so right under column L, you should see how it's going 10, 11, 12. This right here is basically how well the team did based on its average. Okay? This is what we were calculating to see how well our algorithms did. Is that if I look here, the first week, Arizona defense allowed the team to score 2.8 points less than it normally does based on its average. And you can see I did this for all of these weeks. Again, there's a lot of broken kids' dreams in this, I'm telling you. It wasn't too bad. Okay, so this is basically a report card on how well those teams did through the entire season. Does everybody see that?
Yeah.
The reason, why do you think I'm using what they did based on their average, on what they should have scored versus just the score itself? Why do you think I'm doing that?
To see the difference?
To see the difference, but here's what I'm leading you into. Is that say by chance that the teams that say the Broncos played at home were much worse than the teams that played on the road. Not just because they were playing at home or away, because they were just better teams. That if that happened, if they just happened to play really bad teams at home, it would seem like there'd be an advantage for them playing at home because they'd score lots and lots of points, right? If they, played Cleveland and San Francisco and, some of these really bad teams at home, you wouldn't really know. They'd have these high scores, but you really wouldn't know how well they did because they're supposed to do really well because they're playing a crappy team. Does everybody see that? These metrics here, and this is why this is so valuable, is this is based on the other team. That we took the average on what their defense gives up versus what the Broncos normally score. We get that number, and then we take whatever score they got. We take that number minus that, and that gives us how well they did. So anything, if you look at offense, anything with a yellow means that the offense overscored. You can see some of these. Arizona seems to do very well at home, right? Defense. Arizona defense seems to do very well at home as well, right? If your defense and if you're scoring, if you're letting the other team scores less than what they were supposed to, your defense is doing well. And sometimes it's doing really well. Look at that. They held that, kept their score down by 12 points. Here's what I'm going to do is I want to look at the Broncos. I think the Broncos, so this is kind of the Broncos report card over the entire season. The best way to kind of look at these things and to make judgments is to look at this report card and graph it, see it visually. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to Denver and Denver offense. So that's 21 and 22. Everybody do that? Okay, I want you to go all the way over and copy it. We are going to learn some graphing today.
21 and 22?
Yep.
Copy all of it?
Copy all those cells. So don't copy the entire row. I mean, you could, I guess, but I don't want you to do that. I want you to just copy, go Denver offense, and then go all the way over until you're all the way over to column Z. All right. Hit Control C. Okay. Since this table is so valuable, we're going to do this kind of on a play spreadsheet. So on your Excel, go to, on File, go to New Workbook. G-Money, you got that? Yep.